Welcome back to Critical Mass, everyone. This is going to be a very special episode because this is the very first ever car review that is done inside a house and without a car. Ford v Ferrari last night. I got 4 hours of sleep the night before because my day job is pretty demanding. I bring salvation to the masses in my very important superhero affair during the day, and it takes a lot out of me. So at 7 o'clock I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm going to fall asleep during this historical biopic. This is going to be boring, slow. I can't see myself staying awake through this whole thing. So what is this movie? It's about Carroll Shelby, an American car designer, and Ken Miles, a race car driver, and they have to battle really frustrating corporate executives at Ford Motor Company to build a car and win Le Mans. So basically, Henry Ford II goes into his factory and tells all of the workers, listen, you're all fired unless you come to me with ideas to make our company epic. And the one who steps up to the plate is Lee Iacocca, and you might know him as the CEO of Chrysler. Well, back then he was an executive for Ford Motor Co. And he comes and he says, listen, all the young kids from the soldiers who came back from the war, they want to drive awesome, cool cars. They don't want to drive their parents' car anymore. And Ford was known for just pumping out the standard old, family car. But he says, look what Ferrari's doing. They're giving us all these really cool new sports cars, and that's what the new generations are going to be buying. And Ferrari's dominating Le Mans. They're the fastest car around. So the kids want the cool, fast car. They don't want their parents' car. So he says, that's what we got to do. We got to beat Ferrari in the Le Mans race. Okay, so Carroll Shelby, the car designer, is tagged to go and design a car. And he knows this one guy named Ken Miles, and he knows everything about cars. He's a great racer, and they're gonna do it together. Unfortunately, Ken Miles is a bit of a character. He doesn't portray what the executives at Ford Motor Company want the image to be. These executives are all clean cut in their suits, the kind of people you want to punch them right in the face. Smug, condescending. But Ken is just, a regular guy. Overalls and goofy grin. But he knows his stuff. He's really good. And Carroll Shelby wants him on the team. Gets a lot of pushback. Sometimes he has to boot him to the curb, and then he goes and gets him back. Anyway, that's the story. Now, I was riveted for the 2 hours and 30 minutes. The entire runtime. I wasn't tired anymore because this movie had me glued. I was stunned at how captivated I was by what was going on. Now, yeah, it's only about racing. And yeah, I know racing is a big deal in maybe certain parts of the United States. In Canada, racing is nothing. It's not even on the radar. But I was genuinely interested in what was going on. Now, the big story about this movie is not the actual movie. It's Christian Bale. Christian Bale was epic. How is it possible that we get Joaquin Phoenix doing the Joker and we think that he's a shoo-in for an Oscar, and then Christian Bale comes along and he does the same thing? Yeah, sure, it's not going to be as epic because he's not the Joker and he's not dealing with mental illness, but his portrayal of Ken Miles in this movie was god level. But you can just throw the Academy Awards in the garbage if he's not considered. This was a great turn for him. Matt Damon was Matt Damon. It seems like everybody likes Matt Damon. He didn't do anything special. He just has that character, that personality that people like. So he didn't do anything special, but he was enjoyable to watch. And everybody else in the movie, John Barenthal as Lee Iacocca, he did a great job. Just this movie was fantastic all the way around. So I don't understand. Like, October and November years ago used to be where movies went to die. And then last year we had a bunch of epic movies come out in October and November, and this year we've had Joker in October, we've had Doctor Sleep, and we have this one. All incredible movies. Like, when we were doing our video about what movies are you expecting or anticipating in 2019, what are you waiting for? These movies weren't on the radar, but these are on my short list for best movies of the year. So if you are considering to go to the movies, I would say, yeah, go see Doctor Sleep. And yeah, if you're okay with a historical movie, which a lot of people aren't, go see this. There are laugh out loud moments in this movie where the whole audience just erupted in laughter. Like, Matt Damon's character says 2 words. He says, "You're welcome." And the whole theater just went nuts laughing. It was funny. Like, so yeah, I'm not going to do too many spoilers, because there are spoilers to be made in this movie if you don't know the story. But what I will say is, go see this movie. This is easily an 8.5 out of 10. Surprised the heck out of me. I would watch this again if given the opportunity, and I don't say that a lot about many movies, but this one I would watch again in a heartbeat. So thank you for tuning in. Very soon we'll be posting a review of Charlie's Angels, and I'll see you there.
Watch, listen, here's another movie that we're gonna be dissing, or are we? Yo, I just don't know. Gotta lay it down like that so my rhymes will flow. Dawn is cruising at sea while Paul is at the movies, breaking down the plots of all the flicks in the front seat. So if you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out this review, then like and comment.